With the re-signing of Emmanuel Mosley, it appears as though the Detroit Lions may have moved on from cornerback Jerry Jacobs. This came out before the Emmanuel Mosley signing this morning from Jerry Jacobs' Twitter account. Now, he did this before, and he was going on IR, but this time it feels a little different. Says, you must make a decision that you are going to move on from. It won't automatically happen. You'll have to rise up and say, I don't care how hard this is. I don't care how disappointed I am. I'm not going to let this get the best of me. I'm moving on with my life. That's coming from his Twitter account at 10:07 this morning. And then a couple hours later, we wind up re-signing Emmanuel Mosley to a one-year deal. I don't know what the specifics are regarding the financial aspect of that. But I began thinking. So Jerry Jacobs, at first I thought, well, maybe this came, because I don't think it's a coincidence. This came out at 10:07. Then within the next 3.5 hours, it was said that Mosley would be coming back. But with Jerry Jacobs being a restricted free agent, I think it has to do something with tenders. I tried to look it up. I saw the perfect kind of thing on ESPN Plus, but I didn't take a screenshot of it. But I'm wondering if the Detroit Lions made Jerry an offer that he didn't like. And because of that, and that's where, if we go back and we look at this tweet, he says, you must make a decision. Usually if somebody is cut or waived or being released, they say, it wouldn't have this here. You must make a decision that you are going to move on from, right? It won't happen automatically. It could mean something else, or it could mean that he had to make a decision for what was best for him and his team. Now, he did switch agencies. I want to say later last year or something like that. He has new management. So I don't know if this has anything to do with the Detroit Lions moving on from him or making him an offer that he could refuse or say, you know what, I don't want this. I don't want this offer. I'm not too certain about that. But Jerry Jacobs being gone, most likely, that's probably what this means, because this came out first and then the Emmanuel Mosley came out later. Now, the question that I have is, and I thought about this before I made this video, that with both of those guys are expected to be depth pieces. Jerry Jacobs was benched halfway through the season and then eventually replaced by Kendall Vildor as he was put on IR. So with Emmanuel Mosley or Jerry Jacobs being depth, we probably weren't going to have both, because Emmanuel Mosley going down is why Jacobs was put in the position that he was in the first place. Only was because soon as he was healthy enough, Emmanuel Mosley came back in and then he went immediately back out. So I'm thinking that Jerry Jacobs and Emmanuel Mosley are both depth pieces, and the number 1/2 corner is still out there somewhere. Now, there's a couple guys that are available in free agency, and also we have the draft coming up in 6 weeks as well. So Jerry Jacobs, while not official yet, I haven't seen any tweets. I haven't seen anything. Looks like he is on his way out of the city of Detroit. But give me your thoughts on Jerry Jacobs. You guys know how I feel about him. And this stuff is football field based. I know it's probably not nice the way that I refer to certain guys, right? But this has nothing to do with Jerry the man. He's probably an awesome guy. I would imagine what some of these people would say if they recognize me, and if they saw me, and if they actually cared what, we say as people who are not part of the organization. And to be in that type of situation, you have to have some type of protective skin over yourself, right? Because you're going to deal with a lot of criticism like I do on YouTube. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, well, I'm like Jerry Jacobs, but I could understand what that probably is like, because we have to deal with y'all. Like I said, y'all criticize me all the time. And no, I don't usually delete comments. I'll delete them if they're disrespectful to me or somebody else. But most of the time, I just hide you. And if you're hitting, you completely disappear from the channel. No one can see you. So that's what happened to you. But with that being said, man, let me know your thoughts on Jerry Jacobs. It was time. It really was time. So we'll see what happens. But we got more content coming out as free agency. The trade deadline, the franchise tag deadline has passed, and we are on to free agency very soon. We still have between now and the start of free agency, which is Monday, the tampering period. So we got about 5.5 days. We can still sign our guys. So there are at least 14 people that the Detroit Lions can re-sign Will they though? That's a different question. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you to all my subscribers and members and viewers. This channel is made possible because of you. I really do mean that. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.